how do we have radical acceptance of what we're witnessing? In the beginning of our awakening, it oftentimes comes out of tragedy. It comes out of despair. It comes from a place of there has to be something more to life than this. It is the questioning of like, really? Is this how life is? Is this how I want to be? It's a recognition, it's a knowing, and it's a recognition. There is something more to our potential than what we're witnessing. With people being hurt and abused and in such sorrow, that not only is an opportunity for awakening individually but also collectively. Part of the radical acceptance is recognizing, we're witnessing one of the ways that our species awakens is through tragedy. The other part of radical acceptance is recognizing that the very nature of our ego, which we all have, and that we're witnessing on TV, the very nature of our ego is to survive. The very nature of our ego is to be in survival mode. This is part of who we are. So, as we become more conscious, it's easy to look at other people who are less conscious and get angry at them. This is what we have a tendency to do because we think they should be further along in their awareness. So this is our opportunity, is to open our heart for all people and love and accept them exactly where they are. Because if we don't love people exactly where they are, then we're being pulled back into survival mode. We're not staying in the thriving awakening end of the continuum. This is normal. We all do it when we see people doing egregious things. It's natural for us to get hooked back in and wanting that to be different and being angry and using our survival mode in that situation. We see the Republicans in survival mode, and then we see the Democrats in survival mode, and they're both sides are in survival mode because they're both attacking. And both believe their perspective is the right perspective. But it's not about an acceptance of each other. It's about my perspective is the right one and you're wrong. That's survival thinking. And we see what happens at the collective level. So part of radical acceptance and part of our own awakening is accepting that our species is still kind of in its infancy, toddler phase of its awakening. We're not where we used to be. We have less violence, believe it or not, in the world. We have more outrage that's going on around abuse. We have much more inclusion that's happening culturally than we ever have had in the past. So we see signs of openness and heartfeltness and compassion. There are signs of it. we are definitely evolving. But we're still evolving. So part of what allows us to stay in a grounded, open-hearted place is witnessing other people being in survival mode and keeping our heart open for them. As we move into the radical acceptance of what is, it doesn't mean we don't advocate for change. In fact, it's the opposite. That it allows us to come from a grounded, centered, heartfelt, more clear-minded perspective, and to be able to take action from that place that can be a beacon of possibility for others.